Hi guys, this is DP0427 here again for another episode of Legions of Learning, and I'm here with Ogre Barbarian again. Say hi, Ogre.
Hello.
So just a quick disclaimer, this is the second time we're recording this episode because Ogre and I actually recorded an hour-long video just now, and my video failed to save due to something wrong with my computer. So, long story short, we're gonna do a compressed version of our hour-long video, just going over the topics that we covered. And unfortunately, I don't think we have the time to go over it all over again and make another hour-long video. But since the last video, I unlocked the Aether Mine in the barracks, and I actually played a little bit more. I went up to level 9, as you can see here. And in terms of the story, I progressed through Act 3, Scene 1. And I was complaining about how some part of Act 2 I had to go through I can't remember what it's called now. There was a stage in the second planet where you had to go over it 3 times, and the only way to go over it is to actually play through that 3
prison.
times. Right, the Sky Prison, that's what it was. Sky Prison
Right,
1.
Sky.
So,
Short answer is the easiest way to do it is to just repeat
3 times.
the thing, put it on continuous battle, and let it run, and through all those battles.
Yeah, and in a future video, Ogre will walk me through how to set up continuous battle for certain things. So, in terms of the Aether Mine, he explained to me that Aether is something we're going to need a lot more of later in the game, but for now, just keep upgrading and keep collecting it. We went through the barracks, where he explained to me what Expedition was, and I set some of my team on an 8-hour expedition. So as you can see here, about almost an hour and a half of it was already gone through. So that was the time that we started that at the beginning of the last video, and now here we are again. So in terms of the expedition, Ogre, do you want to explain to everyone what expedition is? Real quick.
Yeah, expedition is basically you take a team, you send them out to an area that you have completed all of the easy settings, easy difficulty for. So that's why you have Forgotten Battlefield and Sanctuary of Stars still locked out, because you haven't completed easy mode yet. Once you complete easy mode, they'll become available.
Right.
You take some guys, you put them on the expedition team. They'll gain experience when the expedition completes. You'll also gain some rewards, which are explained up above the members that you have. You could get any of those particular rewards. You'll get some gold and some other stuff too. So,
Right.
During the expedition, you could be intruded upon. If that happens, request revenge from your guildmates, because if your guildmate revenges for you, the guildmate and you will receive the reward for revenging. So you want to share those rewards.
Sweet. So, and in terms of the what was it? The complete instantly button, you can just skip over the 8 hours and pay some gems to have it done. So that was
Yes, you can instantly complete them if you want to.
Right.
Or you can just wait, and this timer runs whether the game is running or not.
All right, that was important. So you could you could close out of the app and do something else. So that's important.
Yes.
Okay, and then let's see here. So that was that. Then
I think we went into gear after that.
Yeah, because I was talking to Ogre how I was going through a lot of the story, and basically in the story, I got to a point where I couldn't auto through the battle without losing characters. Then I couldn't auto through the battle without using a sidekick. So basically, all my characters were basically naked except for I think Leona and Ren, because we had to equip stuff to them as part of the story. So what Ogre was explaining to me at this point was how to use this screen, how equipment and heroes were linked, and how you could filter through these by clicking on these tabs up here. So you have your tanks, then you have your DPS guys, right? Oh wait, no, this is this is your
those are your
interrupters. Then you have your DPS guys, and then you have your healers, right? So then if you click on these, so now I'm selected in tanks, and then you go back to the equipment screen, you can sort through all your tanks and equip your tanks as a result. So the same applies for the other categories as well. And then we went through these. Basically, the gist of the equipments were each of these tabs apply to a different type of equipment, and some of the equipments down here, as per Ogre's explanation, was saying that they can only be unlocked at certain points, like 4-star and 5-star, and wings can only be equipped once awoken. And then the weapons here and all the armor for low-level characters like me, or low-level players like me, basically you want to go off the power rating for the most part. So like 120 versus something else that's equipped here. So in this case I have, this one's currently equipped at 122 and everything else will be lower than that. So right now the higher power rating is more important than other stats at the moment, but then I guess at a later point synergy will probably be more important and other bonuses will be more important, so you have to start considering that, right?
Yeah, in layman's terms, you don't have to start looking at all of that until you get into like the 5 and 6-star equipment.
Right.
Once you get into those, they'll start being really close in power level to each other, and then that's where you start want to pay attention. Okay, so what does this one apply? What does this one apply?
Right.
Which one's better? Right. Which one has the right set bonus for me, etc.
Right.
Those things you don't really need to pay attention to until later on.
Yeah. And if you guys are looking at my hero roster, we actually did a lot of Confidant pulls at the end of the video, as we usually did in the previous videos. You can see some of the guys I unlocked too. I actually got really lucky with a 4-star Awoken Tanku, Fire Tanku. So I'm probably going to be using him in future videos. But that's a bit of a spoiler for next videos. But in terms of the equipment, that was the gist of what we did. Is there anything else I'm forgetting?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Okay. Oh, and we went into this too.
Real quick and dirty of it.
Yeah, we went into.
We went into. You can look at the reviews.
Right. So you can look at the types of characters and what people think. So in case this is like a Dark Tanku and he's getting like an overall 4.7 rating, and these are what people are saying, and overall, people saying he's good and whatnot. This is Hate's favorite character, light Tanku, 5 out of 5. So that's pretty good. So I don't see a rating. I don't see a rating here by Hate. So Hate should get on that.
Well, in order to do the rating, you have to max out the character, 6-star, level 40.
That shouldn't take Hate very long.
So it does take effort to be allowed to rate them.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So and then the other tab with the magnifying glass was the other one we were covering.
The stats. Oh yeah. Why did I click out of that? Hold on, I'll go back into that real quick. So the magnifying glass was the stats. So if you click into these, it'll show you descriptions of all your stats here. And actually, let's click on a better character for some examples. Strandheim. Or Centurion, rather. So the green stuff is highlighted here are his bonus stats given to him from his
Those
gear.
are from his gear, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we actually went over .hot as part of the in the video, because I was saying how you guys kept talking about it on the podcast, and you explained it to me as damage over time, heal over time. So, and that's what's written here.
Yeah,
that's what's written here. And there you go. So, yeah. So overall, this page is very useful for people like me who need to learn these stats and want more in-depth information. So, and I think that's all for this section, right?
Yeah, I think that was pretty much all we covered in the hero tab and gear equipment tabs.
Sorry, let's click on that.
And then we went to the advancement sanctum briefly.
Oh, right. So there was a point where I was trying to get more guys on my roster, but I had to keep paying to expand my roster. And then we went through Evolve, and then we basically just evolved a bunch of my Ginsings and my Ren. And that was so that I could free up slots. So before I was at 70 out of 70, so then I went down to 40ish, and then I opened a bunch of Confidants. So that was it. I mean, just to go over it. So if you click on a character, and then you can just slot some of your garbage guys that you don't really need anymore, and put them here to evolve your guys. It frees up slots here and progresses your guys into a higher star level. So that was the gist.
And higher star level is more power, and
so on and so forth.
You definitely want to do that as you progress. So
right.
That's how you progress.
And we talked about how cute evolution Jinxings are. Yeah.
Yes. they do a little dance and they yell Ooga Chaka.
Sweet. Then what else am I missing? Then we went to battles, right? That was the end of it, more or less.
I think that was it as far as the video. And then something that we hadn't covered was the blitzing.
Right.
If we want to go ahead and just cover that real quick, since we went over it afterwards.
Right.
When you're in the dungeons...
Right. Right. Go ahead.
So when you're in here in the dungeons, you see the little lightning bolt icon on the right for areas that you've completed. Okay. You can also click on the lightning bolt at the very top, which is now currently covered by the person who discovered the secret shop. And that'll give you all of them that you have.
Oh, I see. Cool.
A little red dot right here actually means that you haven't blitzed through it yet.
So let's do that.
So you can add characters to this. So go ahead and add the Nora, add the Centurion, add whoever you want.
There you go. And then
go ahead and click. And then it'll just basically insta-complete as if you went through that dungeon.
Right.
You'll get the rewards for it. You get some experience, you get some gold. But that's what a blitz is. In order to blitz, you have to have a character specifically for that particular dungeon with the blitz icon. So go ahead and show them what that icon looks like real quick.
And the reason why we actually went over that is because I opened... Who was it specifically? It was Leo, right? It was Water Leo. That's why this conversation came up.
Yeah. Yeah, the little lightning bolt icon. And so I recommend that you go ahead and lock these characters that have the lightning bolt icon.
Right.
Which is right there. You just have to click on it, and it locks them. It gives them protection, meaning that they can't be used randomly for, an evolution or an enhancement or something.
Right.
Just to protect them so that you don't lose them, at least your lightning bolt characters, because you're going to need them to be able to blitz.
Right.
As you progress.
And while we were on this page, you told me about this icon here, which is to set a character as your main character. So in my case, I set Nora.
Right, and what that does is it allows when you request a sidekick, you're getting the character that's marked with this from that player. Right. So if you want to highlight your best DPS character, probably, you don't really want to put a tank, you don't really want to put a cleric into these, highlighted slots. I don't think personally.
You mean like Doombox's 5-star awoken Astria?
His super Astria, yeah. But anyway, that's what this icon does. Is it selects your handout sidekick. So that's why it's important. So you want to pick the character that is going to help people out the most. And whenever they use your sidekick, the person who you used it, you're giving them 15 social coins as well. So,
yeah. I mean, I guess that's the gist of what we did in the video, right? I don't think. Are we missing anything else? You think?
No, I think that was about it. Other than, obviously you want to just continue doing story mode as much as possible, kind of thing. So.
Yeah, we just basically after that we just opened a bunch of Confinites and some Summonite shard stuff. Yeah, that was it. So, unfortunately, we don't have any of that cool opening video for you guys, but, for the next time.
Yeah. And the general advice there is that when you're early on, just open anything you can just to expand your roster.
Right.
And get more characters available. As you progress, you can maybe start saving certain ones so that you can try to, hone in on what exactly you particularly want. But in the beginning, you just want to open stuff to have more.
Right. So, I mean, I guess that's the gist and the end of this video. Sorry again for you guys. We lost the 1 hour long video, which was pretty good, in my opinion, but, what can you do?
Yeah, it felt like it was going to be good.
Yeah.
So, just as a note, we are messing with the volume as well. We heard your comments previously.
Right.
And DP found a way to boost his mic, so,
so
hopefully everything's a little bit more clear this time.
So my current mic settings right now are at plus 30 decibels, which is the max for the Windows settings on my mic. So if you guys think maybe it's too loud, I can turn it down to plus 20 or plus 10 decibels. Otherwise, it can't get much louder than this, I believe. So otherwise, either way, if it's too loud or if it's not loud enough, tell us in the comments and let us know. And if you think I need a new mic, it's picking up too much background noise, consider becoming a Patreon on patreon.com/WeRRRLegion. and help support us, guys. Otherwise, that was the end of this video. Oh, there was one other thing. We recently won an award, and that was due to our submission of our first podcast from Hate Mail, and it was with you, Hate, and Loot on that one. So if you want to talk a little bit about that.
It wasn't really an award. It was a contest that Aion, the developers of Aion NCSoft, put on a content creators contest, and Hate submitted the first episode of We Are Legion, and we got selected as a winner for the contest, so he got some in-game stuff. He's trying to finagle with NCSoft to get it to me and Loot as well, but that's, cool. Neither here nor there, and not really relevant. But the fact is, we did enter that contest and got selected as a winner for that contest, so we are happy about that.
So you're saying that we entered a contest and we were awarded something, so we are award-winning podcasters.
We are an award-winning podcast.
There you go. So I guess that'll be the end of this video from DP0427 and Ogre Barbarian for your award-winning Aion podcast. We are our Legion. We are our Legion.
And the last thing before we go, obviously, use that comment section. Let us know what you want to see, and we'll try to get it to you as best we can, whether it's more Legions of Learning, whether it's different topics that either myself, Hate Mail, or Luke can cover. Whatever you guys want to see, let us know in the comments so that we can get it to you.
Right. So, and especially if there's any newbie-related comments, like if you guys are like in the same boat as I am, and you want to see certain things covered, or have other veterans come on and explain things to me, let us know. We've been doing these videos with Ogre, but if you want to see, Loot walk me through this, or Hate walk me through this, or whoever, just let us know, and we'll try and make it happen. All right. So, thanks again, guys. Thanks for listening, and thanks for watching. And hope this helps.
Have a good night.